divinity, every spiritual hierarchy ever recorded. The Gospel of the Egyptians goes further, explaining that all creator gods, including the one who made our physical universe, are just emanations from this incomprehensible. Every deity, every spiritual hierarchy ever recorded. The Gospel of the Egyptians goes further, explaining that all creator gods, including the one who made our physical universe, are just emanations from this incomprehensible source. This wasn't fringe theology. These texts represent the deepest mystical understanding preserved by ancient Egyptians. Understanding the monad completely revolutionizes how we view creation, consciousness, and our spiritual journey. It explains why traditional religious frameworks feel limited, and why genuine seekers sense there's something beyond conventional spirituality. What you're about to discover will reveal the complete cosmological structure that finally makes sense of it. Now, let's dive into something that will completely shatter every conception of God, divinity, or ultimate reality. Because when the ancient Gnostic texts speak of the monad, they're describing something so radically different from every religious teaching that it literally dissolves the entire foundation of conventional spirituality. The secret book of John opens with the extraordinary words. Before anything existed, the monad was. Not in the beginning, God created, but before the beginning itself, before existence, before the very possibility of creation, there was this, and what is this? Here's where your mind is going to struggle. Not a person, not a deity, not some random other thing sitting on a throne making decisions. Think about every god you've ever heard described. Zeus throwing thunderbolts, the biblical God, power, speaking to the even the abstract instant consciousness. Every single one of them is characteristic of the way we view the monad transcends every to understand it. The Apocalypse of John describes it. It is not corporeal, and it is not incorporeal. It is not large, and it is not small. It is impossible to say what is its content, or what is its content, for no one can understand. This isn't poetic language. This is pointing to something that exists beyond the very framework of existence. Here's what it is, revolution. The Genesis account is about a God who speaks, who walks in darkness, who gets angry, who makes plans. This is what scholars call anthropomorphism, projecting human characteristics onto the divine. But the Gnostic understanding is clear. The monad doesn't speak, because it is the silence from which all evolves. It doesn't create, because it is the space within which all creation evolves. Let me give you an analogy of this. You know how philosophy is. Aware space, this consciousness, present before anything during thought, and after it. The words don't create this This wasn't fringe theology. These texts represent the deepest mystical understanding preserved by ancient initiates. Understanding the monad completely revolutionizes how we view creation, consciousness, and our spiritual journey. It explains why traditional religious frameworks feel incomplete, and why genuine seekers sense there's something beyond conventional spirituality. What you're about to discover will reveal the complete cosmological structure that finally makes sense of everything. Now, let's dive into something that will completely shatter every conception of God, divinity, or ultimate reality you've ever held. Because when the ancient Gnostic texts speak of the monad, they're describing something so radically different from every religious teaching you've encountered that it literally dissolves the entire foundation of conventional spirituality. The secret book of John opens with these extraordinary words. Before anything existed, the monad was. Not in the beginning, God created, but before beginning itself, before existence, before the very possibility of creation, there was this, And what is this exactly? Here's where your mind is going to struggle, because the monad isn't a being at all. It's not a person, not a deity, not some cosmic grandfather figure sitting on a throne making decisions about your life. Think about every god you've ever heard described: Zeus throwing thunderbolts, the biblical God commanding Moses, Allah speaking through prophets, even the more abstract Eastern concepts of divine consciousness. Every single one of them has characteristics, attributes, ways of being that we can grasp. The monad has none of these. Zero. It transcends every category the human mind uses to understand reality. The Apocryphon of John describes it this way: it is not corporeal, and it is not incorporeal. It is not large, and it is not small. It is impossible to say, what is its quantity, or what is its quality, for no one can understand it. This isn't poetic language. This is pointing to something that exists beyond the very framework of existence. Doesn't speak, because it is the silence from which all words emerge. It doesn't create, because it is the space within which all creation unfolds. Let me give you an analogy that might help. You know how